Yes. It is 7 o'clock. I told y'all, beat me here. I hope y'all ready for this week's career chat. I'm excited about what we're getting ready to talk about today. But of course, let me first start off by doing my business stuff. Make sure you share. Make sure I'm sharing and spreading the word, because this is a conversation you don't want to miss today. We are talking about all things business, branding with Brittany J. And you guys are fortunate because this week it is my bestie who is joining the chat. And I am so excited because this conversation is about to be crazy. All right, crazy. So, as I said, I am sharing right now to my platforms. Please make sure you guys share and do all of that good stuff. One thing, rule of business, what I'm going to ask everybody to do is make sure that you go and like our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is Career Corp. Make sure you go and like it, like the video, subscribe, do all of that good stuff for us. We're trying to build this platform to continue to reach people in masses, and I can't do that unless we have subscribers. So please make sure you go subscribe and hit the like button. Yes, I think I got it right. All right. As stated, I'm excited about this conversation. And even before we get to that line of business, you guys know I talked about this last week. I have launched a 4-day development workshop talking about career development, helping students get on the right track when it comes to picking and choosing the right career based off of their skill set, their interests. I'm going to be deep diving this, to be honest, guys, because I have a passion for making sure that people are appropriately placed in careers that are thriving, but also that brings fulfillment to them. And this is not just stating that this may just be, people who are entrepreneurs by any means. I am a career coach, and I am intentional about making sure that people are doing things that they love to do. And sometimes that requires us to work jobs and do what we're supposed to do in order for us to take care of our families. But there's no reason for us to not have jobs that we actually like, right? And so I've been fortunate to have careers that I have really enjoyed doing and pouring into people. And so I just want to make sure that I am spreading the wealth of knowledge and making sure that I am also giving that same knowledge back to the community. And so that's what this 4-day development program is. It is, what's going on, Red Man? Hey, Mom. It is us deep diving and making sure we're doing skills, interests, and all of that good stuff. So I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that. So I have the link, of course, in all of my bios, especially on Instagram. And I have definitely posted it, put a link in, and all of that stuff. So if you have a child, middle and high school students, this program is for middle and high school students. It's only for 4 days. And it's at the beginning of August. So I'm making sure that it doesn't cut into the time for the students getting ready to go back to school. But I want to make sure that we are giving them the access that they need and giving them the knowledge that they need and the skill set that they're going to need in order for them to enter into the workforce and do what it is that they are supposed to be doing. And a lot of times what you find is that students, they may lack the motivation or don't necessarily know, like, what am I supposed to truly be doing right now? And trying to really get on the right track and don't know how to do it. That's what this program is about. It's about helping them to get on a track that they can hone in on before they go to college and be able to choose majors that help to benefit them, to help to grow them. One thing that people may not know, when you go to college and you are classified, or once you claim your degree and you're going towards that degree, what happens is you are embedded to that degree. And so if you choose to change, it's not like you get a refund. Okay. You do not get a refund for changing your major when you're in college. So you have to know that and understand. There she goes. What's going on?
Okay, you all.
Yeah, you what the heck?
I know. I'm out of here, but I'm in here. Let's go.
Let's do it. Well, I gotta finish saying what I was gonna say first. Good Lord. But yes, y'all, the 4-day development program. Make sure you sign your kids up. If you change, they don't give you money back. So you just want to make sure that your students are making the right career decisions when it comes down to choosing those different majors and different industries, and making sure that those industries are trending and they're going to make money. Hey, Nisha Boo. Yes, we are in the building. All right. Now my spiel is over. Everybody is joining in. Make sure if you have not did it yet, share this live. All right. Everybody know we goofy, so we definitely gonna have a good time on this live.
Yeah, we are.
So I'm excited about it, sis. What's going on?
What's going on, Miss Cierra G. Wiles, Miss Career Coach?
Yeah.
9/9/2000. Okay. I said that we
on the 9/9 in the 2000s. Girl, you looking, yeah, you're back, yeah.
With that song, it's just that beat, you know. It's
It's just automatic. It's like it just takes over your whole body.
I know. I said, Cierra, I said, you know, I have to try to be serious. I have to come on here and really be serious because you know we have a good time.
Yeah, we do. We are gonna try to be serious, but I do want this to be fun.
Yeah.
And I want people to get a lot of information out of it. So let's start first. Like I do with every other guest. Please let all the people know who you are, Brittany J, what we're going to be talking about. Well, you don't have to tell them what we're talking about, but at least where they can find you on social media. Give them all of that good stuff first.
Yeah, it actually feels weird to talk about yourself. It feels weird. It feels really weird, but I'm Brittany J, and the J is short for Jada. A lot of people don't know. Some of you still call me Jada. But you can find me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Brittany J. I'm a photographer and content creator. So yeah, definitely check me out. Please check me out. It actually helps. So and
there you go.
Follow me, whatever. Yeah, definitely.
All that good stuff.
Yeah.
So I am excited about this conversation because a lot of the and I think just honestly, we have this conversation a lot.
We do.
We talk about it a lot. Definitely on the phone when we go out and get coffee and stuff like that during the week. So I think that this is going to be a very good organic conversation to have. And it's a lot of good information that people really need to hear about. Right. Yeah. So I want to start here first. Let's talk about your journey. Your journey as we going right in for it. We going right in for it.
Do y'all have the time, honey?
Let's go for it.
You mean entrepreneurship journey?
Yes. Your journey to entrepreneurship.
I don't know if my mom is on here or not. I don't know. She needs to be on here, Christine. I can't even
you know what?
But I see her looking.
Crit, if you are in the building, put us an emoji, a heart, or something.
But I drove my mom and dad crazy, Cierra, because I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I went through so many different businesses. I was little growing up.
Right.
I wanted to be a nail tech. I had the whole nail tech set. I was doing nails in the neighborhood. I just always wanted to be my own boss. And you know, when I met you, I don't know. We took off. Your mama probably was like,
what the heck? Right.
No, swore we were going to be millionaires by 30.
Oh man. No, we had everybody like, we was like, no, y'all better get on this train. If you don't get on the train, you're going to get left behind.
But like, this experience, I wouldn't take anything back.
Yeah. Yeah.
The journey to entrepreneurship is never easy.
Yeah.
And it's never like a resting place.
Yeah.
Chris and I had a conversation about this. Even when we got married, we knew that eventually this was where we were going to go.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm happy to say that I'm doing what I love to do full time, but it's not a walk in the park. And it's just, stepping out on faith and being comfort in God.
Yeah.
That, knowing that God is the provider, He's going to be
Yeah.
the one that opened the doors, and you can't lean on yourself. Every
Right.
time
Right.
I on myself and what I think entrepreneurship should look like, being a business owner, is never what God has for me. He always
Yeah.
exceeds my expectations.
Hey,
Hey,
Craig.
girl, we love you too. But it exceeds my expectations, and
Right.
I'm so happy that I'm in a comfortable, because that's the first
Yeah.
thing. One day I know I want to be a serial entrepreneur, not
Mm.
just one business owner, but own
Right.
multiple businesses. And
Right.
back then, I didn't see that. I didn't know what it looked like for me. And that's a
Yeah.
lot of the reasons I felt that I was all over the place. But
Mm.
now, and this is where I think your business is so important, because
Yeah.
you give people an example to see what model, because you can see, okay, there are serial entrepreneurs out there that have multiple
Right.
businesses that do
Right.
completely different things.
Yeah.
And so now I know that what that looks like, and I know, the journey to take to get there. But yeah,
Right.
it was a rough one, but
Oh.
I made a lot of mistakes. I'm not there where I want to be, but
Right. Right.
hey, it feels good. It feels
Yeah.
good to
It
be my
feels
little,
good.
little business.
Because I think sometimes like people see the journey and see, oh man, like maybe you jumped out on faith and you're doing this and you're doing that, but they don't see the process where there was failures prior to. Like I always talk about that, like as far as people not knowing, me getting fired from jobs and having to leave jobs just because it wasn't a good fit for me. But I don't think people really know, like the process behind even becoming confident in being because it takes years of development.
It takes
And it
years.
takes years. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
remember? Our families probably remember when we started Black Collar.
Oh, we went
They
here
thought it
first.
was the craziest thing in the world. Social
Right.
media wasn't as popular as it is now, and now I
Yeah.
see entertainment groups all over. Um,
Yeah.
and we had our first party, and sat there. We
Mhm.
looked at each other. We was like, "Oh my God,
Right.
what do we spent all this
Right.
money?" And
Right.
we told everybody it was going to be great, and
Yeah.
nobody showed up.
Nobody. I think it was
Nobody.
like
I
me,
mean,
you, and the twins and the DJ. Like literally.
but
Four people.
it was
Oh,
literally
don't forget, because it was at Shirley's Lounge. So Shirley was there.
nobody came, and everybody
Yeah.
they thought that we had the craziest idea.
Yeah.
But our next party sold out.
Yeah.
Sold out. We
Yeah.
took on some of the biggest entertainers now today.
Right. Right.
And that was the best learning experience I think that I could have had, because to ourselves, and I don't know if you remember this, we said we figured it out. We got a
Yeah.
way to make money. And
Yeah.
as a business owner, that's all you need. Really,
Every day.
if you can
Every
figure
day.
out a way to make the money,
That's it.
you just have to find consistency and balance from there.
Right. Right.
We said, we got to be entrepreneurs. There's no other way.
Yeah. Because like you think about that. You feel it like in your heart, like man, something different is calling me to do And I think it's really like, you just don't want to be conditional. And you don't want to be traditional in some of the things that you do. Like, so you realize, like, I just can't, like, the process as far as like me going to job, I just could not sit at a desk. It just wouldn't work. I don't know why. It would not work. It was rough. Yeah, it was real rough.
But it was good because you gave it a try and you saw that it just didn't work for you.
Yeah, and most
definitely. One thing I think we need to normalize is the journey to entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to feel such a weight to leave a job and to start something new.
Right.
And I know I don't want to take away from corporate or anything like that, because I did a corporate job and it was amazing.
Right.
It was a great thing. But it doesn't really mean that it's going to be everybody's journey. And I think we need to normalize it a little bit more. And if you want to go down this avenue, this is the mindset you need to have.
Right.
It's not going to be perfect. You're not going to get your dream clients. You're going to be up all the time. It's just
talk about it.
Territory. Got to be a sense of finesse that you got to have, that I'm going to keep going no matter what, no matter if I'm on top or not, or if I get no's back to back, I'm just going to keep going.
Right.
So I think that's mindset. Yep.
I love that. It's exactly what you said. It is a mindset. And even like shift just a little bit from there, because like we talk about how with being an entrepreneur or even growing as a person, it requires a mindset shift. Like you have to learn how to apply a growth mindset and to be able to grow and be solution minded. And I think sometimes, we find that even as entrepreneurs or people who you have to be able to learn how to seek knowledge, right? And be able to know, all right, I have to get better in this area. This is where I'm weak. I have to get better. And which brings me, hey, Tip, sissy. I think one of the things that I wanted to shift to was as far as applying a mindset, because most people deal with this as far as being able to market and brand their business, right? So this is like the number one. When I look at YouTube and Instagram and Facebook and TikTok, like most people are talking about how to truly market your business. So you are a photographer.
I am.
And you do branding. So talk about it.
So I think if we're talking about business, so let's just stay on the business aspect of branding, not marketing, just strictly branding. From a visual standpoint, because I only work on the visual. Really?
Oh, that's funny.
Really?
Chris, they might as well have just walked up the steps.
I know, right? So so when it comes to branding, you have like brand management, strategic branding. I'm just going to be the visual person. I'm not going to be the branding person to help you navigate through sales and animations and things like that. That's not me.
Right.
I just go for how to make your brand come together visually. But so let's talk about that a little bit. And the most important thing about having a branding presence online is because you want money. You want your potential audiences to come back to you so you can get your return on investment. So whatever investments that you made on your brand, you want for your clients to say, okay, I look at her brand, I look at his brand, I feel they sell candles. Looking at their brand, I feel comfortable ordering through them because of their brand presence online.
Yeah.
So if you go online and you have a very dark picture of you making candles, and do you think someone would trust, ordering that candle? And that's the important of, having a visuals online. A lot of times what really, and is visually, I'm very cautious and careful about my pictures that I upload online, because I am a photographer, and for the most part I want people to look at my pictures and say pictures or something. And so many times people write me and say, hey, are you a photographer? Because I really like you on Instagram. And that's a way for me to bring more money in. And I never understood how, and to each his own, but you'll have people in certain industry like up, and then when you see them, they don't have on makeup or they're not really done up. And it could be that they already have that established reputation and they're already booked crazy. Be booked crazy. You can outsource your work, bring in more employees to expand your brand. So when people see you with makeup on, they're gonna say, "Oh, you do makeup or something? I need to know you're." So that's the importance of brand. Even from my content creation side, it's not like I have millions of followers. I don't even have a large following on my Instagram, but I'm still able to get brands to pay me to do my content creation, which is another form of because of my visual. I think that's really important. And it's important to know what that is, from color schemes, even doing a social media audit or doing a website, auditing your website to make sure when people go to your brand that it's up to par. And because for the longest year, I was like, I'm not going into branding. I'm not doing it for people. I'm not doing it. So you were really one of the people that said, no, sis, you need to do this. You do this.
Get out there. Don't even worry about it. Just go for it. Go for it.
Yeah. And so, I'm so happy because now I'm on my fourth branding partner if they book with me. She said she would. But I'll be on my fourth person, and I realized, oh my God, I love branding so much, and I didn't realize how much I love it and just creating the visual presence online. And the importance for the photography piece is, if you're really concentrating, you have a business, or whether it is if you're more qualified, let's say you're a senior in high school and you want to get into the top universities and you want your universities to see that. Or you're enrolled to a different position, or you want to work for an amazing company like Apple. In LinkedIn, you want your presence on LinkedIn, on your social media accounts, to reflect that. Things come to you, they're like, oh, I like what I see. That person is innovative. I like what they're doing. They're in the community. Their brand presence is there. That's what you want to see. And as far as photography goes, you want to kind of stick between one or two different, because you don't want to have a look where you might go for a moody or more contrastic look, and then you will come over to my side where it's more light and airy. You want to have a consistent palette, so to speak. You in that. So that's why photography is really important. You just don't want to be all over the place whenever it comes to your brand. So
no, I agree with that. I definitely agree with that, because I can say that, and that's very true. So I remember first launching and having, because I worked on first my messaging. So like I made sure, of course, my messaging was there, but just making sure whatever I was going to be posting, like you said, like it's the colors, like it's what you put, and knowing that your business is basically your personality. And so I remember having that consistency and using the platform, of course, LinkedIn, and having people reach out to me, to say, hey, like, I love what you're doing. Can we set up a call for you to be able to come and do X, Y, and Z for our organization, or do the, and so it's like, like branding, as much as people don't realize it, like they probably are sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of hearing about branding, because that's all you see. but I know why. Like you said, branding is money. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, you can't talk about business without talking about branding.
But branding is so hard. And I feel like it's really important to have. If not, it should be one of your most foundational steps whenever you're doing your forecasting or your vision planning. It should be there at the top. But if you have if you're going to go deep into branding, you still have to have a bit or a certain integrity about your business to match your branding. So
that's it.
Yeah, if you're gonna be a brand and you're pushing you're exclusive, you're patient, you work with only a certain client, you're high end, your brand needs to reflect that. Your brand messaging, which you're really good at, Cierra, you're amazing at brand messaging. Brand messaging has to match, and also the work behind. So if you have amazing pictures, you know, the business is not there, it's just not gonna work. All of that encompasses each other, it works together. So I think a lot of times people, it only gets you so far. I mean, you'll be amazing, you'll look bomb on pictures, you'll be but it's only gonna get you so far reputation. So I think that's why it's really important.
Yeah, I love that because a lot of times I think a lot of times people have like there's so much to be talked about and so much knowledge when it comes to learning about business. Like, I think for us, like, as we talked about at the beginning with doing Black Collar, we learned a lot of stuff the hard way. Like, we learned a lot of stuff the hard way, especially when it came to like business etiquette and, you know, learning, you know, even the fundamentals of marketing, coming up with different strategies. How are we going to let people know what we're doing? Like, I even remember, you know, people stealing money from us, you know, so we had to learn a lot of business stuff the hard way. And I say that to say, because, and this is just to kind of shift just a little bit as far as to kind of talk about maybe even some of this business etiquette, because me and you have this conversation a lot as far as people, even just from the common sense.
Oh no, man.
We got to go there. We got to go there, Jay. We got to go there, because we don't go there, nobody else going to go there.
Don't do it.
But from
I play Switzerland. You know I play Switzerland.
From a thin line point.
I'm the sweetest person.
Yeah.
But if you come too much, then you know, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
Like,
and just growing up in that professionalism.
It's important to I can't stress enough like how important it be patient, to be understanding, to have that business side behind you. If you're late, apologize for being late. Make it up. If messed up, hey, I messed up, but I will do this for you. I will do it. I think that's so important. I think it's important to listen. If you know, a lot of times I deal with a lot of clients, and for photography, you may think that, oh my goodness, you can't be dealing with that many problems from your client. It's just
right.
I would not believe the stuff that I have to deal with. I tell you this stuff all the time, but you would not believe some of the stuff I have to do. And I think the thing was this before, or working on a job, that prior experience and knowledge have helped mold me to get out of those situations easy, and actually where my clients feel easy. Because if you go into business expecting people not to have problems, if you go into business thinking you're going to be perfect and everybody's going to love exactly everything you do,
man, you better preach about that. It's not it.
It's not good. you need to know that when you're going into problems, but objectively, how do you overcome those obstacles?
Right.
What are good business practices to have? And I think if I didn't have that prior experience, I wouldn't have known how to navigate through different situations and how to be really professional, be A1, especially as a business owner and you don't have
Right.
employees. You're not going to be one at your business. It's no way.
Right.
You can't
Right.
have a business, be a wife, then have kids,
Yeah.
then hobbies. It's
Yeah.
no way for you to be perfect.
None. Come
No way.
on. Come on.
Yes, but
Yeah.
you have to know a way to overcome it. And you cannot go in the mindset where you're so upset that someone has a problem with something you're doing. You always have to look at it like, okay, here's the issue. Now, if it's just ridiculous, of course, you have to set the tone. It's a lot of times where I have to go out and set the tone. You know, I'm not a pushover.
Right.
You can't sun me. But okay, get back to professional stuff. I got a little.
Yeah.
You can't sun me.
No, go there. I think people need to hear that. Like, go there.
Which way
we going? We
doing it.
We going.
So you figure out which way you want to handle it, and I think that's what we need to do a little bit better. Like, I can't tell you enough how much when I'll try to give someone a chance, I'll order something, or time I've been waiting on the order forever and I don't get it, and then when I reach out, it's just like, you're beating up on me, and I'm the customer. You know, I'm understanding.
Yes.
But, it's just that, and because a lot of people are teaching business courses, and a lot of people read me how I start a blog, how do I get brands to pay me, how do I get free to do this, and I tell people all the time, there are amazing people out there, amazing coaches, but now I'm not in the stage of my business where I'm ready to coach or I'm ready to do that yet. I have a lot more growing and pruning and developing, but you have to reach out to the right people. I refer to you all the time. I need help with my vision for my business. So vision and expect for your business is two different things.
That's it. Yeah.
You need to know what your vision is for your business.
Right.
Vision, where your business is going. So
that's
then
it.
You can implement how you want your business to reach your audience from a visual standpoint. So it's little things, it's practices, and you'll have people coaching and teaching these classes that you're paying so much money for, and it's basic stuff. I tell people all the time, do not waste your money and go in there and research. You can research some of this stuff. You don't need. I would hate to spend thousands of dollars for you to come up and tell me how to do a basic business model. So coin. That's not enough.
Like,
I was here.
Bring me.
I was ready.
Yeah. That is not enough. Period. Yes. Like, I was. Help me. Help me. Trust me, I understand. Man, when I tell you, and I think that was definitely one of my biggest hesitation with becoming a coach, because I seen it and I was like, yo, this has to be God ordained, seriously, because people have been scammed so much. It makes them very hesitant to trust a coach. It makes them and so one thing that I am finding is that having the branding implemented, the messaging and stuff like it helps to build the reputation, the character for your business. And it allows people to know whether or not they can trust you. Because if you're consistent at posting or you're consistent at doing what you're doing, it allows people to build that trust through social media. That allows people to know, like, you know what? I can trust this brand. I can trust this person with the information they're giving.
Yes.
So now I'm willing to go and pay for services. And sometimes that, like you said, like that pruning process or that process of growth, like it takes a while. It takes a while for you to consistently be there. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. I had somebody ask me the other day, hey, you opened a studio yet? I'm like, I just went full time.
Right.
Process, you know.
Yes.
I'm still in a development stage, and whenever I do my planning for my business, we do it at the top of the year, and we're very strategic on the moves we make. I know for your business, you're very strategic on the back end that people don't see how hard you work that you make. And I'm comfortable in the development stage that I am in. And I think a lot of times we want to go so fast. We want to be here. Man. We want to go. We want to be the best. And that's great. Process.
Right.
It's a step-by-step process. And if you push too hard, you will stress yourself out. You will stress. That's right, Melanie. Oh. Strategy is everything. You will stress yourself out. You will become burnt out, and then you'll hate your business. You will hate not loving what you set out. It's just not gonna work. Yeah. So you have to come up with a strategy, and you have to come up with a brand strategy in order for your business to work. You can't get around it, guys. And I know a lot of people don't want to interfere, which is crazy because they'll go to a restaurant and eat a meal, and the meal is gone within 30 minutes.
Right.
I mean,
and sometimes if they're a little,
I mean, you can use your digital images for your brand so many different ways. You can flip and manipulate and just cover and use those things in so many different ways for your business. And we're still working on your scale right now. Your images from social media, your websites, also in your content book and your packet, and then your things on live for your YouTube video. It's so many different things. So I do want to put a positive spin on branding and letting people know, it's really, really important to invest in it. It's so many amazing brand coaches and social media strategists. But the thing is, you really want to know the difference between all of those. The social media, you do have some social media managers who will have all of those things encompassed in one. You need to figure out the stage of your business and when that comes into play. When the brand strategy, the brand management, when all of those things come into play.
Right.
Because I had, even with my like my mentor, she's not really my coach or like a mentor.
Right.
I remember speaking to her, and she said to me, this was last year, she said, it's like a process, before you get paid, you'll have to go through, and you'll go through, and out the gate, because of God is good, I didn't have to do that. And I think it was because I was very intentional about my brand awareness, and and I was able to do that with a major company. I think it's because of my brand awareness being really critical of that. Yeah.
And I think too, like sometimes people, and what I just thought about was a lot of times people say, okay, just go for it. Just do it. Just get started. And that, I preach that all the time. Just get started.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Get started in it. So that way, you know exactly what you need to be doing every day. And then you can start. But I think one thing that I can say about that, having strategy, like you're talking about, with at least that branding part, because when you first launch your business, people are going to attach themselves to that thing. And then as you grow it, it's kind of like a funnel, but I look at it, the funnel being going out like that. So as your business is growing, they continue to attach to that. Always that foundational piece. What are they attaching themselves to?
Yeah.
And so if you don't have a brand, that means that you don't really have the correct awareness or the personality of what your business represents.
Right.
So they don't have anything foundational to attach to. So I think that is, oh, that's
Right.
good. That's good. Yeah.
And about in the beginning, giving a business a test run. So I did that.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
that was such great advice. I did that. I started my 2 years ago, and it really wasn't a business. I just did a phase so I could see where I was going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And that allowed me to get strong in those areas. I don't know if you remember me or not telling you. And I said, oh my God, I'm weak with freaking responding. You know, that's my weakest area.
Yes.
What it is, I'm a talker, and
right.
I can talk to you. Me and you on the same level.
Right.
We besties.
Right.
You feel like you know me your whole life.
Right.
But when it comes to me responding, I'm low. So I had to get really horrible. It's just so, it's trash. It's trash. It's really trash. So I had to get better with that. That was a struggle. And so in knowing that, you know, there's some things that you can do to kind of help, you know, yourself. If you're like, oh, I'm not quite ready to start a business, just give it a test run to see how it goes and see how it works out. Bless your heart.
Right. Bless your
just
heart.
how it works out. Yeah.
Right.
Before you go said your brand grows. Like
right.
When I started in photography, for my photography now,
everybody is like on you now with this, because everybody has experience. Brittany not texting back and calling back. Y'all get on her, because y'all got her right here, right now. I'm gonna get y'all. They is coming. Oh, that is hilarious. Lula, it's really bad. It's really bad.
Yeah, I had to get better at it. So
yeah.
Those were one of the things that I figured out. Oh my God, you can't get away. You can't get away with that. Like, because I'm trying to balance two things right now, two different businesses, more important to me because of my clients. So, and that's another thing I wanted to talk about as far as balance. Like if I have active clients, if I have like active clients, like where the clients are paying, these are active, not prospect clients, I'm sorry, but active clients, and because you need to identify those when you're having a business also. So if that means they pay their retainer, whether that is a deposit or whether that's in full, and I need to be there for them. Whether that's having their deliverables back in time, whether that's being customer service, asking them questions, whether that's being give me a call, that trumps me. And because I am a business owner, that was one of the things I had to buy early on. Can you handle that for business? If someone reaches out to you, you need to be able to handle it. And that's the thing that I learned, that trumps everything. So if that means that I need to wait on something, on content creation or something like that, that's what that means. That means that's a pause. I need to handle that first, because I have paying clients. In some business, you know this, Cierra, your client may go ahead and pay their retainer, and by the time you do the work, it seems like you're working for free. But even though they already paid you, and when you get to the money, you're like, oh man, this feels like I'm for free to you. But you just actually just get into the job.
That's it. That's it. You just get into the money. Yeah.
So it's really important to find that balance and being there for your clients, and struggle with balance.
Right.
I struggle with trying to have businesses and then be a wife and be here and do all of that. I struggle. But now I'm coming out of it because I'm finding it's not a thing that you just give up. You have to. Sometimes I say no to things. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I can't. I have to refer you to somebody who can. I can't. Yeah.
Yes.
So
thank you, Mia. Yeah.
And I forgot the other thing else.
What?
I forgot the other question.
That's funny. Well, let me let me ask this question, because you do okay. So we're talking about in different aspects of like business development as well as business etiquette. And so you were talking about as far as just even the consistency, you having to learn how to know, you know, how to put priorities in place, how to create boundaries, because you did a pilot of your business. And what you did was, so you found out, so you realize, okay, so I'm not that good at being able to immediately respond or be able to communicate. But you put you put a process or system in place in order for that to be able to help you now in your active business. So nothing goes missed.
I love when you said that, because let's make that in a practical approach. So
Right.
my problem, my mistake, I don't respond quickly.
Right.
You know, I just suck at that. My failures. That's a weakness. And it's important to identify your weakness. So
that's it.
My system or my practice that I put into place, or my tool, would be an automatic reply. Simple is something as that. Hey, I will respond to you in 8 hours. My office hours are X, Y, and Z. Now, if I don't respond to you or get back into you, then that's on me with apology and a solution to offer something to make it better. Those are the business practices.
Right.
And I know it's essential to want to, because I know a lot of people are pushing, let's drive people to your website. Let's drive people to your website. And I think it's an amazing business practice. I think it is amazing. We should want all our clients to go to our website. We should want those clients, those inquiries coming in. Life scenario, they're not. They're not going to come in that way. And I know for my business, like photography, my clients in all through social media. All the time. Hey, can you do a picture? Can you do a picture? It's hard. And it's hard. And also, and that comes with client responsibility too. You cannot expect something from someone if you're messaging them through a social media, them to be business professionals. It's through their personal pages. That's a responsibility on them as well. Do the right
talk about it.
Follow up through their email address. Go to their business page and do it.
Come on.
Do the inquiry, and then have your expectations set. I hear all the time, oh, I wrote her on Instagram and she didn't write me back. Oh,
it's my Instagram. Right.
You're gonna have to wait.
Right.
You gotta wait. You know.
That's it.
You can't text her at 11 o'clock at night and be like, oh, I text her, she ain't got.
But this is the thing. So it's about this instant gratification. People want services right then. Like, it's like people think that we're robots or something.
It's unrealistic expectation.
Very preach about it.
Right. It becomes then the client to do their part too. Do your part, do it the right way. If you do decide to go through personal channels, hey, no, you may have to wait. And I'm completely okay with people writing me any kind of way. I'm not, I know some which they should be, because their brand is huge, they're big, they're phenomenal. They have probably hundreds of people writing them a day. And those people have to drive through their website. That's the only way you're going to get in touch with them. But for me, I'm comfortable with you writing me on Instagram or stuff or whatever have you. But you got to, it's how we do things. You have to know I'm not going to get back to you, within minutes if you write me on my personal, my personal page. It's just don't work like that. And a lot of times for the client, you may be thinking, oh, me, and she's forgetting about me, or he's forgetting about me. And it's not really that. A lot of times for a business owner, they're doing so many jobs. They're their own marketing person. They're their own customer service person. If you
Preach.
have products, you're in logistics now. You're moving, girl. You're doing everything. So about you know what I'm saying? It's just that this person has so much on their plate.
Yeah.
And if you don't go through the right channels to get the service, sometimes they may forget or will not get back to you on to do things the right way.
Right. Yeah. Right. And I definitely agree with that, because I have a lot of people who will write in my inbox, and I have started sending out links to let's get on my calendar. Like that's the best way to do this, because I realize, like, yes, a scheduler, because I just like I've just had to do that, because I realize, like, I get anxiety even knowing that it's like messages there, and it's like I don't have the time or capacity to do it. So let me just send you this link, and then we can, correspond. We'll get on the camera, or talk about it, phone call, whatever, and let's talk about what your needs are, because I think sometimes people do forget, like, yeah, we run a business. This is all fun. But at the same time, like you said, like, we're wives, and we're moms.
We have a life. We have a life outside. And if we're not doing that, you got to believe that we're developing in some way. The most rewarding thing, I think, for me as a photographer is when I get back and you tell me this all the time. Hey Jay, I saw a difference from the last gallery, from this gallery.
Yeah.
It feels really good to me, because I know that even on my downtime, I'm still trying to work to develop and to get better and to perfect my craft. I'm still working. I'm still learning. A lot of times we get into industries and business like we can't continue to learn.
Right.
You have to know that you're always a student. Like,
this is it.
In a room with another photographer, they've been in the game for a while. I'm like, oh my, yes, I get asked questions.
Yes.
Because I want to know from you. I know what I know, but then when I know what you know too,
that's it.
I got options.
Yeah.
I got options now. I think we miss
that's it.
We miss it so much.
Yeah.
How can you be in a room with someone who does your business or what you aspire to be, or who has been successful at it? And that's the key thing. Not doing it, but who's actually doing it. There's a difference. Right. Not talking about it, but you're in the room and you don't say anything. You don't want to ask questions. You get prideful. I'm always humble.
Talk about this pride.
I'm always wanting to learn, because if you ever get in a space where you feel like, oh my God, I know it, I know what I'm doing, I got it, or I had an amazing successful year, I made, I'm in six figures already in my first year. What else could they teach me? That's it. Like, I reached out to a girl in photography who I love, and she does amazing work, and she's been able to have a successful business over 10 years, and I'm just like, I just need to know what you says, like, know, and you have to do it, with reaching out and knowing that, and wanting to learn and wanting to ask questions. Don't never get in a space where you're like, oh, I'm too good to ask questions, I'm too good to know. You don't ever want to get in that space. So,
you know what, you brought up a really good point, and I hate to go there, but I do have to go there a bit to say that I feel like I have experienced this a lot, as far as just as a community, where it's a very prideful place to be a know-it-all. It's like everybody has to feel like they know everything. as if no one can be a student. And
Cierra,
I'm
this okay. So I just had if your photographer do pictures, then she should be able to edit this out in the background.
yeah.
Sis, that's extra services. don't don't speak on what you have no
Right.
idea about.
Right.
You end up getting your whole client set on expectations they're not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Don't speak if you know when you don't know. You're not in
That's
my, post processing when I'm going at pictures and stuff. You're not here.
Right.
You have no idea.
Right.
And just
Right.
because I don't know about your industry, but photographers, we got it bad because everybody got somebody who they know who do pictures. They know who have done pictures. They see Instagram, they see social media. So everybody feel like they know my job.
Yeah. And everybody's the photographer experts.
Right. Right. I'll have a random person tell me, you should have them turn this way because they need to be this way. I'm just like, I got it.
I'm good. I promise. I am.
Dude.
Because sometimes, people are not educated, so they don't know. Like, they really do not know. And I think one thing, like, to say this point is that because people don't know, so they assume. So it's like, okay, so they'll probably tell you, hey, we should take this picture like this and do this, but not knowing on the back end, like, the reason why I have you standing here is because, like you tell me, the sun is right there. I can't, no, we can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Right. Or, there's a certain angle, something, that we don't necessarily know. But of course, everybody, well, I feel like I do a good job of that. I just let you do your job and then we in there.
No, but that's definitely not the truth.
Yeah.
That's not the truth.
So I can't say that I don't do that. But
you do your job.
That is it. That is it. Because you tell me all the time. Cierra, I'm telling you right now, you're not going to boss me around today. It don't matter where we... Y'all understand this. First of all, my best friend will say that I will not, but she is the biggest boss. She is boss baby.
Now, let me tell you. You're a boss baby. We're both bossy. That's why we fell out and now we're back friends again.
This is true. This is very true.
Let me say this.
We both think that we know everything.
Okay. So
everybody probably laughing. Oh, look. Oh no, Erica, you can't come in with Erica said, oh, for sure. Oh.
Thank you, Erica. Yes, for sure. So, okay, so you're amazing. You're my best client right now. You're my best client, but I just hate it for you because you get me on. I haven't been.
Yeah.
So your session days normally end on the days I haven't shot anything for days, and so I'm in the high just like. So I feel you do.
Yo, she be about to fall in the bushes and stuff. It'd be crazy. I'd just be like, ma'am. I'll
be falling over.
Yeah. Oh man. Off the rocks, all kind of stuff.
I don't know. On the days you get me on the days where I just haven't shot any sessions. And y'all, for photographers, that's the best time to get a photographer when they haven't shot in a while and they want to take some pictures. Yes.
Oh.
Man. Yes. So I would have to say you're really good, but yeah, we do as to bring it back around. I feel like a lot of people have this know-it-all thing.
Yeah.
If you say that you're going to business, where you starting that business? You got enough money to leave.
Right.
You've been thinking about this.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I was God and I knew everything, I wouldn't have made the previous step.
Right.
I wouldn't have had to go through mistakes.
Come on, talk about it. Talk about it. Yes. Come on.
If I
Come
knew
on.
everything, I wouldn't be here. If you knew
Bring this.
everything, sis, you wouldn't be here. If you sure, you wouldn't be in the position you are. So who are you to tell me?
Right.
You know. Now, if you're successful and you've been at this for a while and you know and you can give good, great business advice, I'm all for it. But if you're in a place where your uncertainty, now you're trying to spill off on me, I don't need that. And nobody needs that, even going into a new job or a promotion, even in corporate. The more money you make, the more stress. You can believe that. It's no different on the other side. The more money, the more responsibilities.
That's it.
It's no different. Entrepreneurship is the same way. So unless you've been doing it for a while and you can really give good business advice, that's the best way to do it. But if someone made a conscious decision to start a business, if someone is going into a new career that is completely
I think Jada's camera, her, hold on. Are y'all still seeing this? We both froze. Hold on, y'all. Give us 2 seconds. Hold on. Give her 2 seconds. She's coming right back in because this is really good. Because I think a lot of times people really kind of underestimate. It's just like what you said, Erica, like as far as having a competition mindset and seeing that, like, that is, we have to get out of that within our community. Like, we have to be able to get out of that. We have to learn that this is the way for us to be able to do things in a professional way. And we have to remain students. We have to be able to see ourselves as students in that particular industry or whatever it is. Like I always say, I am not a full out expert. Like I'm really not. I'm not a full out expert. I don't know everything about business. I don't know everything about careers. I don't know every single thing about, marketing a business. I don't know everything about scaling of it, any of it. So what I do is I invest my time in getting developed. That's why I always normally, like before, I would always hashtag be developed. And that's the reason why, is because I felt like in that season, it was so imperative to start to make sure that fundamentally I was reading and, I was surrounding myself around people who were definitely 10 times better than me, that knew about business more than me, and just asking questions, always being a student and showing up in that space. So I just think it's so imperative in, what we're supposed to do as business owners or people who are growing in that capacity, like within their careers, to be able to do that. We have to remain learners. There she goes. She's back.
I'm sorry. I had to actually get on my cell phone. I had it as a backup.
Oh, okay, nice. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. That's another business practice. You should never go anywhere and not have a backup.
There you go. I love it. I freaking love it.
Well, girl, it's been great.
This has been amazing. Thank you so much. Everybody probably laughing.
Whenever we've been trying to do this for a while, and I've been like,
yes.
No, and then I'll be like pushing me out, and then, boss baby, you have a way of just pushing me on in there.
Listen, I am determined in this season. And Jonathan says this: people have to be careful when they talk to me, because I will talk to you off your job. Yeah. And I get it.
Cierra.
I get it. I completely get it. Because y'all know how I am though. I am a operate at level 10. Right. I am that go head first entrepreneur. And I know everybody is not like me. Like I know that, I realize it, but in the same sense, and you can contest to this,
right?
In my heart, genuinely and truly, Jay, like, I genuinely want everybody around me to win. I want everybody to be successful, and I want them to be their best selves. And I Come on, E. He said she was about to leave the other day. Put that 2 weeks notice in. Don't even worry about it.
Girl.
But I'm passionate about people being their best selves. I want everybody to be them best selves.
Yeah, you can't get around us because we're gonna believe.
Look at Tara talk. Listen, both of y'all can talk anyway. So listen.
Yeah. Let me tell you.
Look, Chris, no. Chris, can't he leave? No,
sir.
Not yet, Chris.
I'm gonna retire. One thing that if anybody, you just have to have a plan. You have to have a plan.
That's it.
But it's never gonna be comfortable. It's never gonna be in a space where you're like, oh my God, this is the time to do it. Because you remember that stage and it's never a perfect time. It's never
it's never gonna be perfect.
No,
never
perfect.
It's never gonna be perfect. And I say that because people it's just like people tie with bed to different. It's just like people who talk about getting married and they're like, oh, I just want to wait for this and I want to. It's like, having kids. It's just like, purchasing a car. Things are never going to be perfect. Yeah. And they're not going to be how you assume it's going to be in order for you to do it. That's why I think one of the greatest things that I learned, like growing up, and my dad, he used to instill that all the time, things aren't going to be how it is in your head.
Right.
So if you learn how to just go,
just
go, because you'll learn it as you get there. That helps to build experience. And that's how I honestly approach life. Like I've gotten better. I don't make as many impulsive decisions. I'm very strategic. That's why I think that is probably why I have to have a very strong spiritual life. Yeah. Because if I would be a loose cannon around here.
Yeah. We both. I can say that you can probably contest to this. I'm more conservative.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I think that's why we work very well together.
Right.
I would overplan and you'd be like, get out there.
Just get out there and go do it. Don't even worry about it. Yeah.
And I'm happy to have that. On the flip side, I think we balance each other when we just talk
100%
off the head, because a lot of things that even with my branding, I was like, no, I don't want to go into branding, photography. I'm just sticking to my certain areas. And he's like, no, just do it. Get out there.
Just go for it. Just jump.
That type of motivation, that's what I'm saying. Community is big. You have to get, and that's where your business come into play. That's seriously so important. Your business, career exposure. I think that if I knew some of people that looked like me when I was in middle school and high school, and I knew different career paths, that I don't know if I would have took the steps to get where I am today. Yeah. Because I've been through, and I'll say this too, if you want to get a job or have a trade or something, that's amazing. You should go for it. Everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur. Everybody's putting that out here now, but everyone is meant to do this type of work. Really, you work 3 times more than when you do a regular job. So everybody's not meant to do it. It's no mentality of having, I can't get branding right now. I can't afford a photographer. I can't do it. So guess what that means? You have to find a way to make it happen. Right. To find ways to make things happen. And that's
preach that.
Yeah, you have to always find a way to do things. So in that sense, I would say, your business is important, because maybe if I knew, I went to corporate and all that. Now, let me side note. I do feel like entrepreneurs need some type of business class or something to work a job or something, just to know the basics. We have to be knowing, you gotta get the skills, because the business is not there. Some of the business is not good. The business is just really horrible. It's really bad out here. It's just really
It's getting rough.
Yeah,
it's getting rough. It's like,
it's just horrible. So really, we need to go back and learn. But your business would have been really important to me, because did I have to go these extra steps to end up where I am now? So I don't think so. So
Yes.
I would have had that exposure to
Yeah.
know you would have came to me, hey, ABC, you can get to
Right.
the steps, but these are options. And sometimes when you're younger, you're middle school, high school, you're not as mature. You're not thinking about those things. You're just
Right.
going what is out there. Oh, college is great. I need to go to college. I need to do this.
Yeah.
But you need to be really intentional, even when you get high school, ninth grade,
Yeah.
of knowing your path or where you're going to go. So
Right.
I think it's really important for what you do. And
I appreciate it, sis.
a lot of times you don't even talk about your business coaching and having that vision as much, but you're very strong in that area too. Like just coming to you of a focus to settle down and say, hey, for the rest of my life, what do I want to do? Okay,
Right.
I do this. How do we make this profitable? Because you
Right.
it has to
Right.
be profitable. What does
Right.
that look like? And I think you do an amazing job at that.
Thank you, sis. I appreciate that.
Stay in their lane and really focus in on, okay,
That's it.
what you want to do and how you make money from it.
Right.
And a lot of times we won't pay for those services as much. That's not the first service we'll jump to pay for.
Right.
We'll jump to buy product. I want to sell eyelashes, so I'm going to buy huge inventory of eyelashes.
Come on.
I don't know the logistics behind it.
Right.
I don't know the packaging, the carriers, the labels.
Right.
As far as accounting, I don't know, how much is this going to cost? How much is
Right.
how much is the loss?
That's it.
So I'm wanting to sell. I know I can sell it. I'm gonna market it, but how do I place that amount of money that I made for my business for next year? What losses did I take on? How do I flip this back around? That's when that business coach comes into play.
That's it.
If you want a business coach, you want a business coach like you to help you go through those pain points on how to run your business.
Yeah.
Because you can run a business, $10,000 for somebody telling you, oh, you can set up your website, you do this and that.
Right.
Spend some money on somebody walking through those practices of what that looks like, actually walking you through.
Yeah.
And I think that's important. And
well, thank you, sis. I appreciate
it. All the time. So I get a lot of times.
Yes. Yes.
No, I give you a lot of
times. Oh no, I need to start sending the invoice. I need to start sending the invoice.
You're the only person really, and then I got one more client on my discount list besides my parents and Chris's parents. I got the parks on my discount list because the parks have helped me tremendously. They always right. And but I don't give discounts. You got to be really like a family member that heavily supports me on social media or if you come to me and I see you always liking my stuff, commenting, or you I will give a discount. But no, it's got to be a very big tug for me.
Right.
Discounts.
And I think we have to, really normalize. Like, I think when people think about, it's hard. It's hard to think about discounts and people to even ask for this. I think about, okay, as an entrepreneur, so when I get paid, typically, of course, most of my money goes back into my business. Or if I decide that, we're going to pay, I might pay this bill this month, right?
Right.
So for someone to even ask an entrepreneur, and this is like on some serious stuff, just stop asking for discounts. Those people can't go to the light people and say, can I get a discount this month? Like, I can't call and ask the people, for my car loan, like, can I get a discount this month? Because my clients needed a discount. So, can I get a discount? Them people don't care. They be like, run me my coin.
No discount.
Right. So I think that is, we got to start normalizing this. Like, it's just no more, like, we got to stop asking for discounts. And I hate to say it on here, but in the Black community, there will be no more discounts. We're speaking it. 2021, it is done. No more discounts.
Cutting the market and discounts.
Yeah.
Those two things are cutting the market for me is even worse than discounts. And that's
Yeah.
another topic.
Yeah.
We don't even have time.
Yeah. Oh no. And I know the reason
Your
why.
industry, you're cutting yourself when you
Yeah.
in and you're not experienced and you have really low rates.
Yeah.
You're cutting yourself, and not only yourself but the whole
But
industry.
everybody else,
And
right?
so I can't even get on that. But with the discounts, it just I think we're never going to get away from it. It just comes
Yeah.
to territory,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Well,
We'll never get away from it.
I have been grateful.
Yeah.
I have to say that, Jay, you know that, like, I
Yeah.
am grateful. I am blessed because I have consumers, people. You're right, babe. Negotiations. Yes, we can
Right.
go on negotiation, but
Yeah, I love
I
that.
have not had to walk in a space to where I have had a lot of people ask me for discounts. I haven't. And I'm very fortunate about
Yeah.
that. But
Mhm.
yeah, I definitely agree because
For sure.
I think that's a whole nother segment that we need
Yeah.
to do for businesses because especially for Jonathan's business with grading and construction, like
Yeah.
anybody who's in those like trade fields and stuff like that, transportation, even some of the consulting side, like there is some negotiating that has to happen.
Right.
And so with that, you have to know, yes, Adam, you got to know your value and you got to
Right.
know what number you will not
That's
go
good.
below. And you
Yeah.
have to be able to pursue that.
Well, also, so for me, I have military people will say, do you have a veterans discount or something like that? And I only have that a couple of times.
Yeah.
Mostly, my discounts come from mostly people closer to me.
That's
And,
understandable.
and no, that's not understandable because
Oh
those.
no, you're not cutting off my discount. I'll tell you that right now. We will fall out on this phone.
No, not another year. Let's not stress our parents out, okay? That actually, Cierra, that was not even. That's not geared towards you. But
I know.
the people closest to you will expect discounts from you. When
Yeah.
it be the other way around.
Right.
And also that circle back round to brand awareness too.
Mm.
This is why your brand and the awareness of your brand, the stronger. And I in the place that I am in my photography career, don't get me wrong. So I understand that will come with the territory, but the stronger you get in your brand, the more I grow, I know that will start to go down. Even though I don't get it a lot, but I know that once people truly see the essence of my brand, that they'll know what they're getting when that happens.
Right.
Expectation, because I have 5 photographers off the top of my head. I wouldn't dare ask them for a discount because I trust their brand so much and I love their brand and I
Yeah.
love what they put out that I would never. I would like, okay, how much is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it just comes with territory. Um,
Yeah.
people, we just need to be stronger about not cutting the market for
Yeah.
ourselves and our car, and we need to tip more. You need to tip.
Yes.
If you have good service, or
Yeah.
you have a business owner that goes out of their way in this business that in a way you don't typically like expect from you,
Yeah.
expect it, tip your.
Yeah.
If you see someone like working harder, staying later,
Yeah.
and don't be crazy when you get the invoice for the extra hour.
Come on.
I can be at home with my husband.
Right.
Or
Talk about it.
late. If you come late, I'm gonna say it's okay, but you best believe you're gonna get that invoice for being late.
Right.
And you can't look at me crazy because I'm showing up 30 to 45 minutes early. So
Right.
I make sure I'm there on time.
Yeah.
Or if it's something going on and I'm trying to be there and considerate for you, and then I stay later. Or if you can't pay financially, you need to always say to people, hey, I appreciate what you did. I appreciate your service. I appreciate you went the extra mile. I see what, and I can't pay you because it's out of my budget, but I wanted to let you know I appreciate you.
That's good.
When it comes to the other few months down the line, I know this girl. I know this girl named Cierra. She was wonderful. She came.
Right, right,
I want to let you know about this girl. You need to reach
right,
out to her. That's
right.
the way that we continue that. It
Come
doesn't
on.
have to be, in a financial way, but
Yes.
how. People say,
I said, we gotta go to bed and stuff. Laugh out loud. Oh, Melanie asked, what's the suggested tip percent? Like if people, y'all don't want to ask me that question.
500, Melanie, because you done got about 3-4 promotions. So, sis, you definitely said that.
Yes.
I be down to about $1.50. If you, we can play those games.
Oh man, that is
But
amazing.
Melanie is always a great tipper.
Yeah.
Like she always does. She always support, and she always tips, and she always shares. She is just such a great friend to have in business.
Yeah.
Like, and you know that for Melanie, if she's not
100%.
not paying a tip, she's referring you.
Yes.
So she's amazing. But for you, Mel, about $1.50.
I know one thing I was gonna say before we get off here, and as we are concluding on branding and talking about this and understanding this, so what I have realized too, in doing business and making sure that my brand is up to par, and which is not even all the way up to par because it was rough. That's why I had to hire you.
Yeah,
you didn't have to say yes. You didn't have to say yes so fast.
Yeah, it's tough. I fuss at you all the time.
Yeah. But like, how I am. I just get out there and I go for it. And then, it's like, okay, well, my best friend does this. Well, you just fix it.
Because that's okay. People got to be okay with, like, sending those things that you can't really do.
Yes.
Someone else who can.
Right.
Who can do it,
Yeah.
Because the technical side of things, if I didn't have my husband, I would be like, oh my gosh, I need someone who can do this techie side because I can't do it.
Right.
You're really good at tech stuff, Cierra. You're really good at coding. Chris is. John, you guys are amazing at that kind of stuff. But me, I can't do it. I hate it. I like to be bothered with it. I can't do it. Right. So if I didn't have my husband, I would have to pay someone to do that kind of stuff for me.
Right.
It's about being comfortable with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to answer Melanie question seriously.
But
just tip whatever you can. Like it doesn't have to be a lot. Just whatever you feel led in your heart to give. I had people tip me a lot of money, and then I had someone give me $5, and I was very appreciative because of it let me know that my extra steps, the hard work that I was doing, it really paid off. So definitely tip. And you should also research your market to know how much things cost and how the person is helping you out. Oh, do I got another meeting? Okay, Cierra.
That's the same.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for.
Okay. No, I forgot we was on the line.
You was just going. Okay, but I do. So I do have to go and get Emerson. So
am I on here both ways?
Well, no, just one time. Oh, we got to cut this off. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and checking in with your girl. It's been Cierra G. Wiles, your trendsetting coach. And we have business and branding with Brittany J. Thank you so much for being my guest today. I really do appreciate it.
Anytime. Yeah, anytime. I enjoyed it.
Let's go. All right, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
This is